Good morning, my friends, and welcome to the 10-Minute Book Talk, where three best-selling authors talk all things bookish with you for 10 short and sweet minutes. I'm your host this morning, Rachel Linden, and I am joined by my co-hostesses, Marie Bostwick and Katherine Reay. And today we have one of our very favorite author friends with us, Sheila Roberts. She is dressed for the holidays, but actually she's in a very warm climate, so I think she's probably sweltering. She's visiting friends in the South. But we are talking about her delightful and I want to say delightful and delicious, but not delightful and heartwarming holiday book, The Merry Matchmaker. So, Sheila, welcome. We're so glad you're with us again. And can you tell us a little bit about your new holiday book?
It is just always so much fun to join you ladies. I just have such a good time, and I can't believe how much we managed to squish in 10 minutes. But anyway, but to the book. So ho ho ho, it's almost time to start reading Christmas books now that we're past Halloween. And this one is it's I when I was telling it to my editor, I said it's like Jane Austen's Emma in a Santa hat, because not because it's like in Regents of England or anything, but we have this woman who is matchmaking, and really she's not doing a very good job of it. What she needs is right under her nose, and she's so busy in interfering in everyone else's life, she's messing up her own life. And I must say, I've been writing since Dust, and this is my first ever time I've gotten a starred review from Publishers Weekly. Now, somebody listening might say, well, what the heck is Publishers Weekly? Well, for us who are writers, it's like the writer version of Vogue. I got in Vogue and I looked like I was 30, and I weighed like 100 pounds, and I was beautiful. So that's the equivalent. It's like, this is like my writer's Vogue, and I look 30 and I'm 120 pounds. So anyway, it was very exciting. And so that's basically the theme of it. But what I like about it is it's a multi-generational book. We've got our gal, she just hit the big 50. She was widowed a few years earlier, and just thinks, okay, that's it for me. There'll never be another love of my life. And of course, you all know how these things work. He's going to be right under her nose, but she's going to be matching him up with people right and left. And so she's going to help her shy shop assistant, Eleanor, to be the perfect person for this. And Eleanor is going to end up, oh my gosh, my main character, Frankie, her mother nicknames her Frankie Stein because she's always messing things up. And Frankie is going to get edged out of planning the Santa walk and being Mrs. Santa. So she's going to help Eleanor all along the way. Eleanor's going to find true love. Eleanor's going to be Mrs. Santa, and Frankie pretty soon is going, wait a minute, what's going on? What happened to me? I just got shoved off the stage. And I know how Frankie feels, because I am always looking for the spotlight. I don't like getting shoved off the stage. So we've got her mother, who's always full of great advice, her younger sister, who she's always trying to help, and that's going to be a total mess too. And then her daughter. So she's very busy. And so it's fun because I like having a book with a cast of characters where we have different ages involved, kind of like, so there's something for everyone. So that's it in a nutshell. It's like Hallmark on steroids kind of thing, only just a little cheekier.
I love it.
Love
Okay,
that.
Hallmark on steroids is
right there, tagline.
this
Hallmark
is
on
it.
steroids.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay, but I'm going to draw you away from Hallmark on steroids because I am a huge Jane Austen fan, as people know. How was it sort of working with Emma and putting it in a modern sort of retelling? And I mean, it's a yummy book that you have just transformed. So how was that process?
Well, and I, like you, am a big Jane Austen fan. And I loved Emma, and I just loved the concept of this woman. And in Emma, she didn't even have that much experience under her belt. She was a younger woman, and she didn't know what she was doing. And it's so easy to do that. So, it wasn't,
Yeah.
I did set out to say, what Jane Austen book can I turn into a modern tale? It wasn't until I had written the book that I went, oh my gosh, I just wrote Emma in modern clothes. So I didn't even realize it.
Hat.
So Jane Austen, I guess, is in my subconscious. And I have to tell you, this is kind of funny. I met with a book club, and they're all like, and who likes Jane Austen? What books have you read, and what movies? And they're like, I hate Jane Austen, and I only know Colin Firth. And I did this. I thought, no, I haven't read Jane Austen. I'm like, how do you not read Jane Austen? I mean, my goodness. So I was a little shocked. So, and somebody said, I hate it when people compare their book to something like that. And I thought, oh, who knew there are people out there who don't like Jane Austen? How can you not like Jane Austen? But there you go.
At that point, I would have been like, well, I have to go and I don't think we can be friends. So,
Worried they weren't going to want to be my friend. It was like, oh my goodness.
yeah, gosh, sounds like a tough room, Sheila.
That's a tough room.
Yeah, it was a tough room. So, I love all your books are always so fun and funny, and they always put a smile on my face. And I love this idea of like somebody who is a matchmaking disaster. There's just so many fun characters in here, but I'm curious, which was your favorite character to write?
You know what? I think I really like Frankie's mom because she's the voice of wisdom, but she's also this really cheeky older woman, and she has always got something with words of wisdom, but she's also misbehaving and has something goofy to say. And I like her because she's so full of life. And I think sometimes in our culture, we tend to focus just on the youth and you must be young and beautiful and don't let your hair go gray. And her mom's like, I'm me, and this is me. And the whole aging thing, you girls, you sweet young things, so you don't get this, but your time will come. So when you're young, it's like you are riding around in a Maserati. You're outside. It is gorgeous. It is hot. It is gorgeous. And somewhere along the way, you go from a Maserati to a beater, So I'm like in a beater now, but in my mind, inside the beater, I'm still Maserati babe. So, I like that about Frankie's mom. She's Maserati babe, even though the body may look like a clunker, but in her heart and soul, she is a Maserati babe. And so I just think that's fun.
You have the best one-liners. You just have so many one-liners that we absolutely Maserati babe, body of a clunker, heart and soul of a Maserati babe, Emma in a Santa hat. Okay. So Sheila, I know you enjoy Christmas, and I'm curious, do you have a favorite Christmas tradition?
Okay, and I think we might have talked about that at some point, so I don't want to bore people, but so we won't go into all the big family craziness and the games. But if you're just talking about a tradition, the red velvet cake. Every Christmas dinner, there must be red velvet cake. And one year I made something different, and my kids were, where's the red velvet cake? I thought, I'm gonna try this elegant. No, no, no. We must have red velvet cake. And I read somewhere once, if you do things 3 times, then it's a tradition and you don't dare break it. So you guys be careful of that if you're introducing some cool new tradition into your house, and you decide you want to change it, there will be an uproar and an uprising. So, if you want to do red velvet cake for Christmas, boy, you better plan to eat that for the rest of your life. Fortunately, I like red velvet cake.
And it's only 3. That's quite remarkable, because I can imagine after 3, one of your kids saying to you, but we always do this.
Well, they haven't lived that long. So
I know.
3 times is a lot for a kid's life. It's like, oh,
exactly. Half a lifetime.
Always, because that's what they remember. Okay, words to the wise. So Sheila, as a last question that we ask all of our authors, as you know, what is bringing you joy today?
Wow. Okay, this will sound so corny, but talking with you guys, I am a people person. I love the family and friends of my life, and I love doing with people. And I got to say, the difference between an introvert and an extrovert. The introvert has to charge their batteries and have some time alone. And those of us who are extroverts, we just suck all the energy out of you. So we're always charged. So, that is my idea of a great, when I can hang out and party with my friends, and then I'm a happy girl. So, and I'm staying with some friends right now. And so I am just, they're probably ready for me to go home tomorrow. But anyway, that brings me joy. Being with people really does bring me joy.
All right. Well, thank you, Sheila. And what brings us joy is another of Sheila's delightful holiday stories. So this is a really fun one to put in somebody's stocking, fun one to pick up yourself before the holiday bustle. It'll get you in the holiday spirit. And we hope you come back next week, because we're going to have more 10-minute book talk fun. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, ladies. Bye.
Bye-bye.